two people who have had a
All right, y'all. We got MrBeast continues to embarrass himself with Logan Paul.
Who have had a lot of drama surrounding both their name and their brands have been Logan Paul and YouTube golden boy MrBeast. For MrBeast, we had the nightmare situation with his best friend Chris, and of course all the other allegations about him coming to light regarding faking videos, treating employees in potentially illegal ways, and overall his brand and reputation has taken a major hit. For Logan, he obviously opened the CoffeeZilla can of worms once again. There was yet another shady project that he was heavily involved in now being exposed, and his beverage brand Prime.
Logan Paul has been in some shady business.
The hype bubble on the product has seemed to have burst, and on top of that, they are now facing a...
Do y'all like Prime? Is anybody in the chat that likes Prime? I don't know. I personally don't like it. I'd rather go with like a Ghost or Ghost, Rain, and then Bang. It'll probably go Ghost, Rain, Bang. But I like Ghost probably the best.
A class action lawsuit, and to make matters even worse, they were then sued by the Olympic Committee, as well as a company called Refresco, who had allegedly signed a multi-year bottling deal with Prime when their sales were soaring high, that Prime allegedly tried to back out of at the last minute, likely due to underwhelming performance. Basically, when Prime signed the deal, there was no sign that the sales of the product would drop so much, so Prime then agreed to quotas that they would not be able to fulfill.
Man, you don't do energy drinks? Wow, that's amazing. I wish I could not do energy drinks. I've got addicted to, well, okay, not addicted, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I stay up so late and then have to get up for work by the mid of my shift. If I don't have an energy drink, I'm literally on my break, like dozing off. So like I need them at this point.
They lose a lot of money on the deal. So Prime then goes to this company, allegedly, and now Refresco wants $60 million. And so I'm sure you're wondering at this point, well okay, what do MrBeast and Logan Paul have to do with each other? Well, for years they have seemed to have had a good rapport. Logan has actually been one of the main focuses of several of MrBeast's competitions and videos, and MrBeast has been on Logan's podcast and featured in his content from time to time as well. Well, now MrBeast and Logan Paul are coming together to create their latest garbage product that they will peddle on their young
he's already saying it's garbage. What
started when Logan Paul tweeted out this a couple of days ago, where he says, "Be there Monday 12 p.m. Eastern," sharing this photo of him and his business partner KSI, where he says that they're on to the next chapter. The next day, he would go on Instagram Live with MrBeast to announce their latest product.
Perhaps you are familiar with this product.
Oh my gosh.
Trash.
Yeah. So if you look,
Lunchable is definitely trash. I would never give my child a Lunchable.
An entree and a drink.
Wait.
I think I'm starting to see where they're going here.
A drink,
A drink.
some chocolate,
Yep. Some chocolate.
and an entree.
And an entree.
Some,
I don't even
some
want to say
chocolate,
Chocolate.
a drink,
A drink.
and an entree.
And an entree.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you guys for laying that out for us 3 separate times. These guys clearly know the age of their target consumer here.
Perhaps you guys are piecing this together, but this is Lunchables, and this is something
You know, we grew up eating. It's a thing.
It's a thing, but it's been around forever. And
You know, we don't have to.
no, we don't got it.
Rizzler, what's your thoughts on
Show
it?
us what you think of this.
So as you guys can see there, they even recruited the Rizzler to give his opinion on Lunchables.
Not the Rizzler.
Lunchables are known for just being absolute ass when it comes to nutrition. Their packaging apparently has a whole lot of lead in it, and it was actually a product that was built out of failure. Back
True.
in the 90s, they had all this mystery meat that they really did not know what to do with because no adult wanted to buy it anymore, and so they thought, what are we gonna do with all this? We're gonna have to close down these different manufacturing plants.
I didn't know
It
that.
wasn't until someone
Not
had
mystery
the
meat.
genius idea of marketing it towards kids.
And
giving
pizza
them
joints used to go crazy.
like, hey, I can make my little sandwich at lunch, package that with some good marketing and a good product design, and it was just an absolute hit. But that does not mean it's ever been considered something.
I ain't gonna lie, I fucked with Lunchables back in the day.
Can you do the face too? Oh my gosh.
Little man thinks he's John Cena.
Perhaps you piece this together because we realized in JJ we have a drink.
Here, you want to hold it so it's easier to visualize?
Here it is. New hydration beverage.
I sell chocolate.
Okay, what's the entree gonna be though?
We came together.
What's up with this quality, bro?
Lunchables competitor.
Their service must be bro, I know this is not me. I swear this isn't me, y'all. My quality good. It's the video quality. Like, he uploaded this. It's a stream on a stream. So I promise you, it's not me.
Hydration beverage ever and the fastest growing candy ever. And so we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you.
Yeah, because look at him over on the right side. It's good. They call it Lunchy. Lunchy? Wait, what? What do you call it?
So we did that.
How do you say it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Lunchly.
Lunchly.
The fact that the stream is like breaking down, like it has around 10 pixels right now.
Okay. He confirmed it. I promise you it was not my freaking live. I promise you that he confirmed it. Their live was 10 pixels. Okay? Okay. It's not me.
So prophetic that it hurts, because to me this whole idea was just entirely half-assed. Like, this is literally just like them copying Lunchable's homework and trying to change a couple of things on their paper. And here these guys are acting like they discovered fire for making this blatant ripoff of another product. And so yeah, it's essentially a Feastables Prime collab. You got the Pizza Edition, which is a blatant ripoff of the Lunchables concept. You got the Turkey Stack'em, which is just like the classic Lunchable. And then you got the Fiesta Nacho. I'm sure Lunchable does this shit too, okay? There's all different types of Lunchables at this point. This guy
they chose everything that Lunchable has.
It's about to look like this. And if that's the truth, I just feel really sorry for these kids. This guy Jack Appleby, if that's even a real person, says every kid is gonna want these for school lunch. They're gonna make millions. Even this Logan Paul fan page came out to say, hey, for the record, you can eat Lunchly for dinner too. Like, I'm sorry, but if you were an adult or even a kid grabbing one of these for dinner, either you need a better parent or you as an adult need to develop some better decision-making skills. Here was KSI announcing the product on Twitter, and as you guys can see in the comments, the fans are not happy. They say, this is unhealthy for you guys, don't consume. A collab with MrBeast, not a good look. We will not be buying. This isn't like...
I doubt it. I honestly think a lot of people are going to buy this. Kids loved Prime. They love Logan Paul. They love MrBeast. Lots of kids are going to actually buy this Lunchly, unfortunately.
These kids. You could literally market anything healthy or beneficial successfully. Do better. So here I am on the website, guys, just to see what it's all about. Lunchly, have fun for lunch. There you have their 3 existing
12 grams of protein.
That leave no crumbs. Delivering the dream. Beyond basic lunch kits designed by today's internet icons. I mean, aren't these things literally the definition of basic? Like, this shit literally looks like an off-brand Lunchable that you would see at the Dollar Tree. And I like how they say, living the bite life. And it's just a bunch of random photos of these guys that literally have nothing to do with the product. Like, to me, this whole project just looks incredibly half-assed. But don't worry, guys, you're gonna be the life of the lunchroom when you whip this out your backpack. I mean, literally, guys,
it will be.
Read how many chemicals are in this bullshit.
Damn! Milk chocolate with purified rice bar, milk chocolate, sugar, whole milk powder, cocoa butter, unsweetened chocolate, lecithin, soy, vanilla extract, crispy rice, rice flour, sugar, salt, contains milk, soy, may contain peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, egg, and sesame. Sounds like I'm allergic already. I don't know about you, but that is a lot of ingredients that go with one product where it'll end up being someone's going to end up if the parent does not look at this properly or does not know what their child is allergic to, sounds like it's going to be something that their kids going to get a call from their principal talking about your kids in hives. It has pork, sea salt, cane sugar, spice, paprika, culture celery extract, paprika extract, garlic powder, cherry powder, rice spice extract, lactic acid, starter culture. Jesus, there's so much in this. It's a lot.
He does seem to have the cleanest product on this entire list, but obviously chocolate is still not good for.
So he's saying MrBeast has a cleaner product than the Prime energy drink and the actual entree. So you're telling me the most, like the cleanest product is the chocolate. The chocolate bar at that. You're telling me the candy is the best product in this lunchly? That's wild. That's wild. Not the dessert.
For you, and this is still essentially just a box of sugar and carbs and empty protein. And so they say this is how they stack up against the competition, okay? This is them versus the leading brand, who is likely Lunchable. Lunchly is flavorful. The leading brand, standard. And here once again Prime flexes their electrolytes. Oh, they have bold packaging. The other guys, they're basic. Big gestures, okay? Mid moments. Who the fuck came up with this? Now he did directly put themselves up against Lunchables, which I
11 grams protein, 230 calories, 400 mg electrolyte. Damn, I can't talk tonight. 7 grams of sugar. I'm like, they're beating everything in category. Let's say that. Electrolytes. I don't know why I couldn't say that first time.
always think is kind of like a corny way to market a product. I mean, I'm not surprised that they did this because in literally every single marketing campaign I've ever seen for MrBeast Feastables, he goes out of his way to try and shit on his lead competitor, Hershey's.
Yeah, he does. He does that every time against Hershey's.
Wasn't so special. Doesn't everything taste better than Hershey's?
Honestly, I think Hershey's bars just taste like shit, to be honest. It's been here forever. They're kind of boring. They just have the shelf space and no one really competes with them. And I think it's time someone just comes in there and it's like, shut up, you boomers. Make new products and innovate or just get the fuck out of here. All the time, I just grab a Hershey's bar and anytime I see throw it at the wall. It's kind of a joke. Oh, that's so funny.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that can't pronounce things on a daily basis. I try my best.
Great. And the Hershey is gonna go to what? What is that gonna go to?
Some rich guy.
Some rich dude.
Yeah, that rich guy.
Yeah, dude.
5 Feastables every moment.
To me, that kind of stuff always just makes your company look really immature. Either way, they're marketing.
It's competition. I don't see anything wrong with competition. I don't see anything wrong with shitting on your competitor. If you know your product is better than your competitor, why wouldn't you say, hey, my product's better than this? Compare it. I don't see why you wouldn't. If you know that there is millions of people that are buying your competitor's product and might want to have an alternative, I don't see why not. Now it could go wrong in a different direction, right? The new people that might not know about your competitor might end up trying out your competitor. You feel me? Like if some people that might have tried your product, liked your product, but you continue to compare yourself to that person or product, they might end up going to try the shit and end up liking it. It goes both ways.
More electrolytes and less sugar per package. And it looks like that was their main focus for these 3 different products that they're delivering. But to me, these numbers are pretty minuscule, and I don't think
pizza, nachos,
be all when it comes to nutrition.
And
like
what crackers and
with what's actually going into this shit.
Like,
I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous that in this country there's literally almost no restrictions on what they can feed the general public. This is stuff that's literally marketed towards kids, and it's all just a bunch of shit. Whether it's Lunchly or Lunchables, it's not good for you and it's a bunch of processed crap. You know, I understand, like, as a parent, it can be easy to just go grab the Lunchly, but God, you're doing your kid a serious disservice if you're feeding them this on a regular basis. And the thing is that
But the sad part is a lot of parents aren't freaking cooking their children lunch, preparing their lunch. Like, that's second nature. If you don't cook, if a parent doesn't cook dinner where they have leftovers, I guarantee you the parent is giving their child either school lunch or they might be giving them a Lunchable or maybe even more processed meat when it comes to a sandwich. They might take the time to make a sandwich. And if it ain't a sandwich with lettuce and tomato or something on it, it's going to be a peanut butter sandwich. You feel me? A peanut butter jelly. I personally think if you're not going to cook your child a good, healthy lunch, you might as well let them eat school lunch. At least they can pick something that's regulated through the school. I'm not saying that it's any better, but I'd rather you have their child picking a school lunch than picking a lunch that might be processed and you know, not all the way CDC approved, let's say that.
Is actually really popular. Unlike Logan Paul and Prime, their sales just continue to progress, and so I don't really get why he would want to attach his boat to a seemingly already sinking ship. And this is actually all coming only around a month after MrBeast would announce his toy line, MrBeast Toys.
I did not know he came out with toys.
MrBeast Lab Swarms.
Can I drink this?
Put it down.
I want some toys.
Shake them. And create your micro beast. There's over 100 swarms to collect.
Is this one rare? No. Is this one rare? No.
That's actually pretty cool.
Rarest of them all, the Hyperchrome Micro Panther. Mix, shake, and create. Swarms, each sold separately.
Thanks, Jimmy. I'm gonna keep this one.
That's actually pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't seen a commercial like that for toys in a long time. That's actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. He owned to something. He giving us those 90 vibes. If you're a 90s kid, he's giving you 90 vibes. Like these commercials are 90s, Lunchables is 90s, chocolate bars. I'm like, I don't, you know, that's every generation. But that toy commercial is pretty dope. That's giving me like the old 90 like cartoon commercials.
99.
And obviously, MrBeast
Flip decks and all types of stuff. Yeah, that's dope.
So he's going to be making products like toys, candy, and now Lunchly. Okay, it's all geared towards kids, which to me is kind of crazy given
what's wrong with that?
Everything that's happened and transpired over the last couple of months with some of the decision making that he was making in regards to who he was hiring.
But that's not him. That's an employee. So I don't see why it's a problem.
Who he was putting in charge of important financial and other matters in the company. I mean, overall, it just makes
wasn't him. It was again an employee.
If one thing is also clear, it's that
I mean, I can't
is likely
control my employee.
Stop him from pursuing his original plan before all this drama unfolds.
You could hire somebody. You could end up hiring somebody that ends up changing their ways or not showing their true colors during a interview. So I'm like, and as a owner boss, like, let's be completely honest. Do you even know your boss? Do you even know if your boss is doing social media checks on you? You don't know. You don't know. Like, if anything, if they don't bring that to the workplace, then that's all you're going to know is that person from the workplace. You're not going to be like tied into their life outside. And honestly, I wouldn't want my boss to know everything that I do. Let's just imagine my boss was on my streams every day. I would not want that. So I kind of like that his ass doesn't know what I'm doing outside of the job.
And he's just going to keep rolling with the punches. At this point, I think he's moved on. I really don't expect him to even make a statement about any of the dog pack videos or like go on video or go on a podcast and actually talk about the Chris situation either. All we're going to get is like this PR apology statement from his Twitter page.
As he should. He's the owner, boss, CEO. They all do PR.
As he normally would.
They would. Guys, they all do it.
It's officially the next day.
When have you ever seen Steve Jobs say, hey, I'm sorry, I continue to put out bad phones. I put out the same phone since the iPhone 8. Well, I guess, you know, Steve Jobs isn't the owner anymore, but you know. When have you ever seen who is the CEO of Sony? Who's the CEO of Hershey's? You don't know none of these people. So the fact that he's even coming out and apologizing in a PR way is better than any of the other companies that's doing. Who's the owner of Nike? We don't know.
I do have a couple of updates because this tweet right here from DanTDM, it really pissed off the boys involved with this operation. So he says, what happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them.
Man, and this is why I honestly, I can go back and forth, and I feel like people just hating that people just making money. Let's just be completely honest. You hating that this man is making money. Like, why are you even tripping about him selling kid products? Just like the people that sell toys most times aren't kids. What are you talking about? Like, these people just they just want, like, bro, Twitter is like the most toxic place to be on. Like, literally, they are just sitting here just trying to make an issue out of something that's not even an issue. The dude's mad that he's making money and his target audience is kids. Okay. You've made toys and chocolate bars. Someone please tell me what's wrong with that. Toys and chocolate bars. Kids like candy, kids like chocolate, kids like toys. I'm like, someone tell me what the issue is with me making toys. Like, if I wanted to come out with a Champion Circle toy, I don't see what's wrong with that.
Do better.
People just hating.
I absolutely agree with his sentiment here. They're framing this like, oh, we're the healthier alternative, when really it's still the same processed crap. And so KSI responds first.
But
I guess he thought this would.
But it's healthier than the product, the Lunchables. You might, yes, be still processed, but is it not healthier still? Every sheet that they showed, every listing that they showed, it was an improvement. It might not be freaking vegetables and fruit like you might want it to be. Well, that's your fault as a parent for not giving your child vegetables and fruit. But at least they've made a product that was a little bit better. Come on, let's be completely honest. If you really want to state facts and you want to have something to argue about, let's argue about the facts that's like laid down on the table. It's progression. And if you want it to be complete healthy, then get your lazy ass in the kitchen and feed your children that is something completely healthy.
Be like a slam dunk where you share.
Bro, I'm just, it's no side. I'm not taking a side. I'm literally saying, I don't have a side. I'm speaking facts right now. I could care less because one, I'm not giving my kid either or, but like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't see nothing wrong with making toys. I don't see nothing wrong with making chocolate bars. I don't see nothing wrong with creating a new product that is better than your competitor.
This guy DanTDM's products, and it appears that they're all just pretty much toys or little figurines. I don't really get how this is relevant towards any sort of argument he could be making, because these toys aren't gonna ruin the health of the kids that he was likely promoting them to. And if he's just trying to shit on the product itself, saying it's like low grade, well, that's quite ironic because he sold the very same things. And so obviously,
see, that's what I'm saying. People just be hating
towards him that he's really just talking about the food and it being processed shit. And so he says, but he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? Well, yeah, he might have promoted this subscription service, not.
So just because I'm 24, 25, 28, 29, I have to make content for just the 29-year-old. I honestly do not understand this hate culture that's going on right now. Like, bro, pick your audience, pick your target audience, pick where you want, where your lane is, and then go for it. I don't understand why is it a problem. I don't see why it's a problem. If that's your target audience, if that's what you want your target audience to be, go for it.
And relentlessly promoting
now. It only becomes a problem if you're doing some shit that you shouldn't be doing with your target audience, especially if they're underage. Then that becomes a problem. But if I'm making some toys for them that is not harming them, I don't see a problem.
Product that he owns, that he's going to make the majority of the profit from, that is obviously not going to be good for anyone. Now here's where Logan comes around to respond to the same tweet where he says, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our life creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses.
Okay.
You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version you're upset, then don't eat it. Honestly,
I agree.
find this to be another lazy cop-out. Like, dude, no YouTuber is going to be mad at a fellow YouTuber for getting out there and expanding their business. But when you're doing it in this way that just looks so damn lazy, and obviously you're like peddling these products on kids, I think that some critics.
What business have you put out that is substantially better than a product rollout that they've been doing? You're speaking about something that you don't have any experience in. You're making YouTube videos, bro. Nothing's wrong with it. I watch your YouTube videos all the time. You do great YouTube videos. But have you put out a product? And if you haven't put out a product, you can't say that it's lazy. The product rollout is lazy. Because at the end of the day, sometimes maybe all of your capital has went into the product. So now you have to roll it out the way you need to roll it out just to start getting some kind of return on your investment to start putting the marketing behind it. Not everybody that starts a business starts at a global type of like marketing campaign that you're wanting. No, like not everybody's gonna start that way. Maybe I put most of my money in the product. Maybe I put my, like, you know, and then eventually over time the marketing might get better. But for you to say that it's lazy, no, that means it's attacking what needs to be attacked, and that means getting getting your audience involved. I'm pretty sure your marketing was a little bit lazy when you put out your freaking first YouTube video. You probably just put it on Instagram and YouTube and was like, hopefully someone watched it. Well, that's what they're doing right now. Hopefully someone buys it. I don't have to put millions of dollars into advertisement just to get someone to buy it. No, all I gotta do is just post it on my page. You calling that fucking lazy? I don't understand why you would like even hate. I'm sorry, if you want to hate on it, then donate some money for the marketing.
Criticism there is absolutely fair. Not even to mention that I'm pretty sure they allegedly found some lead within some Prime. Okay, I think they've been sued a couple of times for it, but guess you don't want to say nothing about that. And even the virtuous MrBeast had to come through with his reply to this very same tweet, okay? It rubbed them really the wrong way. And he says Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories. Wow, mind-blowing. That's such a big difference. 60% less sugar.
It's better though.
We use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Oh yeah, you know, you just did out of the good of your heart. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the
that's what I've been saying.
You could make. I mean, I won't lie.
That's what I've been saying.
I don't really like about MrBeast and his whole brand. I know that he has done a lot of good for this
That's
world,
what I've been saying.
but that doesn't mean that every single move he makes, especially like his more businessy moves, his more profit-driven moves, have to also be painted in like this positive light, like, oh, I'm doing something good, guys. Because you're really not, dude. You're kind of just like stacking on to an already existing problem. They would also...
If it was no improvement, then you could say that. But there is some type of improvement to it. Improvement is an improvement. A win is a win. I really just come down to hating at this point. Like if you want, like MrBeast said, if you want vegetables and fruit, get in the kitchen and cook your child some vegetables and fruit.
Released
I guarantee you they won't like
doing a direct comparison between Lunchly and Lunchables, and this is where you get some of that classic MrBeast marketing, which is pretty much just shitting on your opponent.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Whoa. Feastables Crunch Bar. If you look at this close up, you can already tell which one has better ingredients. All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Yeah, who would have guessed they hate
now
them?
We're trying Lunchly.
I bet they're gonna love them.
We're not biased at all, but ours is way better. This is a Lunchly salsa right here. Look at the consistency, the texture. And this is Lunchables. This, look, it's watery. I can't even look at that. With 400 milligrams of electrolytes.
Like they're making...
And it's available for around $4. Super affordable. Go give it a try.
Yeah, personally, I would not be partaking. I might make a little video just to compare this to a Lunchable so I can collect some ad dollars. But yeah, guys, you really do have to start thinking about what you're putting into your body. You know, I had to have that realization a couple years back. I was just eating like
again, I like your videos, dude, but at the end of the day, you probably don't have any kids. So you probably wouldn't, right now you're saying, okay, I wouldn't buy any processed food for my child. But man, look back at this when you do have some kids, and I really would love for you to say, man, you know what? Sometimes I do give my child something that's pre-made. And you know what? I go for the better option of the pre-made stuff. And in this case, Lunchly is better than Lunchables out of the pre-made shit. If you don't want, again, if you don't want your child eating pre-made stuff, processed stuff, then you're gonna have to go out there and cook and farm and yourself. You're gonna create your own. You're gonna have to plant your own vegetables at this point. Like, bro, everything's processed in the grocery store, bro. All you could do is pick the better of the processed shit at this point.
Like an absolute pig, ordering DoorDash all the fucking time, filling my body with all this different processed food.
I would love to see what this dude's diet's
like your physical appearance. When you're digesting all of that nonsense, it can straight up make you mentally unhealthy, okay? All that shit is going straight to your brain. It's what's literally fueling the machine that is your body.
I agree.
Just
I
picture,
agree.
like, if your body was a car, it'd be like dumping a bunch
I
of
agree. It's
nasty
all
oil into it.
processed.
Like, it's not going to make for a very efficient machine. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this down below. Will you be trying Lunchly? Personally, I think it'll be one of those things like Prime, where it will be kind of a hot product at first, but then quickly the gimmick will kind of wear off, and I just don't really see them taking any actual market share from Lunchables in the long term. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below.
I don't know. I honestly think this might be the biggest collab of the year. It's gonna be hot. People are gonna try it. Shoot, I might make a review over it. Can't even cap. I might do a review over the item that they have. But one thing you can't say is that it's not better than Lunchables, because everything across the board was better. Langston, you don't understand. This is like saying you steal someone's dig, but feed you a little more. What? Like you steal someone's dig, but feed. Bro, speak English before talking to me, bro. Hey, yo, bro, good W video, bro. I don't agree with some of your takes, but we can agree to disagree. I'm excited for this collab. Like I said, it's better than Lunchable, so why hate on something that is better? My take. But let me know what you think in the comments.